truly, if it ain't one thing, it's another. So let me give you a little update on Maggie. Unfortunately, she and Margot are going to be in this stall at least through the weekend. So when we took Maggie out this morning, we noticed she was a lot more tender on her feet. Now, I kind of in my head was like, okay, well, we haven't been able to trim her. And unfortunately, Maggie is the kind of mare who needs to be on like an every 5 week schedule with hoof trimmings, and she kind of pancakes out. And that kind of already like doesn't really protect her frog. And for those reasons, I was like, I think she's tender and needs her feet trimmed really bad. And I was already going to talk to the surgeon and her vets about when we thought she'd be like okay for that, right? Because we're just trying not to stress her out as much as possible. Well, luckily, we had the vet coming out already today for multiple things. We had Dr. Matthew coming out for breeding, and we had Dr. Jorge coming out to check on Woody and Maggie. So we were like, okay, we're going to talk to them about it today. Because she had a smidge of an elevated temperature yesterday, and I was obviously texting with them the entire time and letting them know. So we saw as well today that wasn't there yesterday. She had a little bit of, they call it like serum, coming from her incision. So her incision does look a little infected. Immediately we're putting back on antibiotics, and we're changing this bandage quite a bit, just keeping it clean. So back to her feet, and now she's back to being really calm and chill. I think we've relieved a bit of her pain. So immediately when the vet got here, like 2 hours later, he was like, yeah, let's x-ray her. I think she has the beginnings of laminitis. And it makes complete sense why she would, with all the stress in her life and all of the pain that she has been suffering over the past couple of weeks with her 2 colic surgeries, foaling right afterwards. Just immense stress on her body could cause her to founder. Foundering and laminitis are the same thing. So when we x-rayed her front feet, we did find that she had inflammation in the lamina. Luckily, she didn't have any bone rotation yet. That's like the next stages. So what we need to do when we I think we literally caught it as fast as possible. And it just so happened, I mean, the Lord is looking out for me. Luckily, the vet and the farrier were coming on the same day. And so what we needed to do was relieve that pressure, get her off of her feet, get her to where she's not in pain. So she has these like cushy little slippers on right now on her feet, relieving some of that pressure. And then we're also have her on antibiotics and on anti-inflammatories, and just getting her we got to cut the inflammation, stop the inflammation. Throwing the book at her. Like literally we're treating her as if she's about to like die from laminitis. We're like, with how her body is in this condition, it would just be a disservice to Maggie to be like, let's just wait and see. Like we're throwing the book at it to try to stop it in its tracks. Now, unfortunately with laminitis, you can do that and it's still not work, and your horse still founder, and it's potentially fatal. It really is. Like I don't want to sugarcoat it, but I think we caught it literally as fast as we possibly humanly could have. And so with that, we need her to be as like uninflamed and as as little pain as possible. So they are going to be in their stall for the weekend at least. We're going to recheck on Monday and kind of just like come up with a plan. So here's some realistic things we have to think about. If Maggie can get comfortable to where she can go on her little hand walkies and Margot can go with and go run around, we should be good. And if she can maintain weight and all the things, we should be fine to keep trucking along. Things that I need, that I'm just softly preparing for. If Maggie founders and is in too much pain to care for her baby and leave her stall, and if she cannot keep weight on because this baby's also nursing on her after she had 2 abdominal surgeries, we are probably going to have to seek out a nurse mare so that Margot does not have stunt in her growth and in her development. I mean, babies being restricted for no reason can absolutely hinder their development. And that is a disservice to the work that Maggie has put in to bring this baby here alive. So my vets are all on that. We are keeping that in mind. Our first and foremost plan is to get Maggie healthy enough and comfortable enough to keep caring for her baby that she loves so much, and again, worked so hard to get here, alive. I mean, you can see she's definitely back to feeling good. She's not sedated whatsoever. Like her lip is hanging. She is comfy. She just had her dinner. She's back on a bigger helping of dinner, trying to get her to gain weight. and she's got those shoes on. And as soon as we put those shoes on, you would not believe the relief that came over her face. And she started resting on her back feet, and like she's just a lot more comfortable now. So yeah, if it ain't one thing, it's another, and it just keeps on coming. But we are so grateful that we caught it and that we have our vets that know so much. And because my vet clinic has so many different vets that have so many different specialties and so much knowledge, that I feel like we have a very good plan going forward. So keep Miss Maggie in your prayers, and I'll keep y'all updated.